pick will be the Aurelia and the Thresh. So, medyo, I'm not sure if Safleia is a Sejuani main, but I haven't seen Sejuani that much into the meta.
Ako rin actually. Oo.
Yeah.
Pero for sure, you think she's tankier more in this meta?
I think so, kasi ang daming magagamit ngayon na tank masteries like Grasp of the Undying. Pag mas mataas yung HP mo, one auto attack gives you 4%, 3% of your max HP.
Regeneration.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pero, hindi natin makakalimutan na medyo weak yung early clearing ni
Yes.
Sejuani.
So medyo susceptible siya sa mga early game counter jungling. So top lane, we still have one of the god tiers. That will be the Aurelia right now. Pretty strong. And looking in, dun naman sa No to Pork Barrel. That will be, well, also known as, para sa yung guys na nanonood ng PGS, Empire X. So first pick na will actually be the Vayne for Gen V.
No?
Yeah, so Vayne, in my opinion, does have sort of a weak laning phase. Depende sa matchup.
Game, no?
Yeah.
But if you think about it, MF, very strong pick ngayon sa meta.
One of the strongest.
It is the strongest right now. And hindi siya pinipick. It's actually open for itong team na to si
For the Horde.
For the Horde.
Yeah.
Open siya, no? So, I wonder what ADC they're gonna pick up. I-prepare nila ito with the Thresh bottom lane. Meanwhile, another strong pick being picked by, what do you call this, Empire X, or rather, No to Pork Barrel.
No
yes.
To Pork Barrel. Yeah, actually nakita ko na ito, nag-hover na sila kanina sa MF.
Nga.
They're just gonna go get that very strong lane ADC bully and pair him up with a very passive-aggressive Thresh support na pag medyo, kasi walang escape mechanism si MF other than the flash. And pag nag-cooldown na yon, wala na siyang magagawa kung hindi nilang tumakbo. And at least the dark passage of the Thresh will be able to allow her to escape the ganks.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Pero ang gagawin natin dito, if ever, it's, alright, Morgana was banned nga pala, no?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a Janna for them. They do have the option to do a lane swap.
Exactly.
And no, magbabody system na lang to.
Yes. And looking into it, it won't be that bad for No to Pork Barrel to go for the lane swaps because meron silang Mundo in the top lane, which will allow him na kunyari nagkaroon na 1v2 situation sa bottom lane, he can just use the cleavers to get the last hits, and that is an okay way to farm yourself up. As for Aurelia, medyo mahirap siya maging matchup against the Vayne and the Janna because pag pumasok siya sa Vayne and Janna only has to do the Howling Gale and the shield to mitigate all the aggression that she will do.
Yes.
Tapos magsastun na lang yung Vayne, mamamatay na lang yung Aurelia. So, we might see, like you said, the buddy system for the Horde here.
For the Horde.
And as for No to Pork Barrel, ano lang siguro, regular 2v1 situation sa bottom
yung
lane.
laning phase nila.
Yes.
They can actually afford it. Meanwhile, how about the mid lane matchup? We have Anivia, yung sinasabi natin, no, maraming, yung uso ngayon is the Thunderlord's Decree. A lot of champions seem to be complementing that mastery right now. And we're looking for champions na alin dito yung nagpo-proc ng twice, 'di ba? And I think Anivia is one of them. In Corky din, sabi ni Neep earlier.
Neeples, yes. So, we'll see first. Kasi Anivia can do the 3-hit combo that will allow the Thunderlords to activate, to proc. At the same time, she can also benefit to Deathfire's touch because the DPS ang kanyang ultimate.
The DPS of the ultimate,
yes. And yung composition na nakikita ko ngayon for the Hordes is more of like just using, how do you say this? Like an ice wall. Tapos sa likuran na lang si MF just chugging out
the
that
bullet
ultimate.
time.
Yes, exactly.
No?
And guys, huwag niyo kakalimutan na ang bullet time can crit. So, pag nag-stack ito and she gets a very nice bullet time coverage, lakas ng damage ito against No to Pork Barrel. But No to Pork Barrel looks like it's going to be protect the Vayne all day long.
Oo, medyo familiar yung comp na to. It's the classic peeling for the Vayne. I'm actually afraid sa comp ng For the Horde. Actually, sa No to Pork Barrel. Dahil yung damage output nila, nandun lang kay Vayne. They're always gonna rely on Vayne for the damage. And they're just gonna try to keep her alive as much as possible. It's gonna be not the Jugger Vayne. Because they're gonna put the Wild Growth, and then the Monsoon is there for the disengage, just in case the Sejuani comes in. But an Irelia is such an anti-carry. If nag-rack up yung kanyang mga items, it's really gonna be hard to avoid that Irelia unless ma-outplay ni Gen V, no,
Yes.
mag-condemn siya and then able to kill the Irelia right away.
Yes, and the problem with the composition of No to Pork Barrel
Lord
is
Pork Barrel.
wala silang assassin aside from Vayne. Yeah, kasi
Yes.
nakalagay naman sa kanyang category, 'di ba? Is assassin ADC.
Assassin.
Yeah, so
Because my stealth siya and everything.
yeah, and high damage output. So in 1v1 situations, Vayne can most probably win the trades kung against MF siya. But then in the clashes themselves, I'm going into the side of For the Horde kasi mas clean ang kanilang composition eh. Mas nababasa mo kung yung kaya nilang gawin.
Yeah.
But, sorry, there is this an unknown factor coming in for the side of No to Pork Barrel, which is the Zac. Ang mga Zac jungles na nakikita ko, even I sometimes use Zac jungle, minamax nila agad ang E because of the insane range that it has. Level 3 pala, kung naka-rank 3 ka na sa emo, tapos level 5 ka na, sobrang laki ng iyong ganking
Damage.
potential.
Ganking
Hindi naman
potential.
damage potential, more of ganking talaga, kung saan ka pwede manggaling. And this might be what No to Pork Barrel needs.
Is planning.
Yeah, to
Oo.
be able to, just catch the opponents off guard, maybe use that as a way for Mundo, Lulu to get their damage. Kahit di sa ganun ka-burst type, they can still do the damage and just, catch, again, their opponents off guard.
Pero ang hirap din abutin yung comp ng For the Horde.
Yes.
The Anivia Wall, the Anivia Slows, kung titingnan mo, sobrang dami ng CC nang meron ng For the Horde.
Yeah, may slow din si MF.
MF, Sejuani, meron slow, meron din siyang lock, yung Glacial Prison niya. And Irelia, no, just doing the job, trying to bother the Vayne. Kung titingnan mo, siya lang makakaabot. But
Exactly.
considering Vayne as a short range champion, it's really gonna be difficult.
Yes. So we'll see guys kung ano mangyayari ngayon. Will it be the Protect the Vayne all day long for No to Pork Barrel, or will be the composition na sabihin natin may pagka maximize that slow potential ng For
All
the
the
Horde.
CCs, no?
All the CCs all day long. Alright, so again guys, this is the Mineski Pro Gaming League Season 7, presented by Gigabyte, co-presented by GameX, official Cyber Cafe Mineski Infinity.
Para naman sa official monitor, we have ViewSonic, and for our official gaming partner, we have Garena.
Yes, so nakikita natin sa loading screen, medyo, guys, naiingit ba kayo? Kasi naiingit din ako eh. May makita tayong Master, may Diamond, may mga Platinum. ang cute eh. Tapos may,
Umugot ka na naman
so may
dyan.
mga sprinkles pa. Alam mo yun, kasi di ba nga, dahil ngayon sa ating bagong reward system na depende din sa rank, sa division mo. Kaya Platinum 1 ka, may sprinkles dun sa ilalim ng border mo.
Ay! Oo nga, no?
Nakalimutan mo ba yun?
Nakalimutan ko yun. Sprinkles, oo nga, meron yung sa gilid. Ba yun?
Yes, exactly. Yung sa baba, yung sa, nakita mo yung dun sa AX tam, parang ang laki ng, parang may floral design siya or something like that.
Oo nga, nakalimutan ko yung element na
Pare
yun.
ko medyo
Oh yeah, ang dami kong natunan sa'yo, friend. Salamat.
no problem, man. Alright.
So, anyway, ang napapansin ko, parehas yung post ni Jana tsaka ni Vayne. Diba?
Oo nga naman.
Ngayon ko lang napansin yun,
Swag.
Swag.
Yeah.
Sexy post daw.
Yes. So nakita natin ngayon, medyo kakaiba din yung skin ni ni CS Maximilian. That is one of the legacy skins ni Mundo, if I'm not mistaken. Hindi na siya masyado makikita ngayon. One of the rare skins, if ever.
Paano ba yun nakukuha? Parang hindi ko siya maalala na
Before, I
bukas.
think, nilalabas nila dati siya by groups. Sasabihin nila, kaya ito, legacy yellow. Tapos nandun natin yung kay Mundo din. You just have to buy it for like 30 pesos. But then, after a set period of time, mawawala na siya sa shop. Tapos lagyan nila sa kanilang vault. Parang ganun. Yes.
Oo nga.
So guys, welcome to the Summer's Rift. This is the best of 3 match between For the Horde V2 and No to Pork Barrel. So in the blue side, we have, again, For the Horde. In the top lane, it's going to be Rangod with Derelia. In the jungle, it's going to be Saf Playa with that. Sejuani in the mid lane, it's going to be Saintilia with the Anivia. And in the bottom lane duo, we have Hype for the Misfortune. In his jungle, his support will be Ensugetsu. Wow! With the Thresh. I like that name. Ensugetsu.
Getsu you. that red.
Getsu
Never
Gatensho.
mind.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, we tried.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, though, for the red side naman, CS Maximilian, that is, yung team nila is, yes, no, to pork barrel, guys. So, CS Maximilian in the top lane, we have Mundo. In the jungle, we have Tam with the Zac. And for the mid lane, we have Lulu, calculated. Ganda ng name mo, once again. And for the bottom lane duo, we have Genvi with the Vayne, ADC, and Cannon with the Janna as their support.
Yes. I'm kind of surprised seeing Calculator with more of a utility-based mid lane. I actually want to see him with the LeBlanc again.
Oh, no, kasi itong si Calculated, mostly pinipick niya ay mga carry, yung talagang
Yeah,
may
exactly.
damage.
Oo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, kahit masabi natin na mid-utility pa rin si Lulu, she has the AP ratios to have damage output in the mid lane. Especially
early on.
Yeah, especially she has an Ignite, so she's looking to kill.
Oo nga, no, you're right. Yeah, I was expecting her to
Have TP.
TP, especially they're relying on the Vayne for
Yeah.
the damage,
Kasi-
most of the damage.
Yeah,
of the
kasi
team.
isipin mo rin, ang teleport ngayon, tinanggal na nila yung reduced cooldown pa
On the
nag-teleport ka
towers.
sa tower. So,
Yes.
ang ginawa na lang siguro na naisip ng mga pro players ngayon is like, they went for the double teleport para mas impactful ang kanilang teleport plays.
Oo, more outnumbering.
Yeah, exactly.
Plays,
And, kaya nga sa 5 minutes na ang cooldown talaga ng teleport all throughout, at least they can get something more of that. Kaya nakakuha sila ng 2 kills in the bottom lane. They can translate that into a dragon and then into the bot tier 1. That's something that they can do.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
especially ngayon, iba na yung play natin
Yeah.
with the Rift. We do have the Rift Herald in.
Yeah, so ang mga lane swaps ngayon hindi na ganun ka it's still important, you know, to survive your lane or to let your lane farm.
Yes.
But then kung sabihin nila na the ADC and bottom lane stayed in the bot side to be able to get the control for the dragon, hindi na ganun kalaki yung yung impact nun. Kasi meron ng Rift Herald nga, na pag kinuha sa top lane, instant push agad. Kasi nga, it's like the one-man Baron buff that will allow you to get towers easily.
Yes, exactly. Pero, depende pa rin yun sa champion kung sino din katapat mo. Kasi, paminsan, if ever you do make a lane swap, and then it turns out, nagkaroon kayo ng 2v2 lane matchup dun sa top lane, it's gonna be hard for a Vayne kasi wala siyang wave clear. Even though, let's say, meron kang Rift Herald buff, that buff, it's still gonna be hard kasi early on.
That's true.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's gonna be Genvi and Cannon going into the bottom lane. They really want to go against the matchup of the Misfortune and the Thresh.
Sobrang difficult. Honestly, when you're against an MF, it's really
Yes.
troublesome na nga. Pero
Uh-huh.
Thresh pa yung katapat mo, it's really difficult.
Exactly.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah, kasi all Thresh has to do is get the hook. He doesn't need to activate the hook and mag-gap close eh. You position it behind the minion, mag-double up yung MF, make it rain siya, and then just auto-attack with the love tap. Napakadaming damage output na nun. And that's already kill pressure. But it looks like medyo may pagka-respect summoner spell kinuha natin si Ensugetsu. He didn't go for the ignite for the all kill potential in the bottom lane. He went for the exhaust, hoping or sabihin mas comfort pick sa kanya yung exhaust. I don't know, but again, he just wants to respect the damage output that Genvi might have as this game progresses.
And it's sort of perfect din for the exhaust. Yeah, they need the exhaust. They only have one damage dealer nga dito, which is just the Vayne. So it's pretty perfect. And although ang problem nila why they need the ignite in the first place is for the mid game team fights, just in case Maximilian will get too troublesome. That's where you need
Yes,
the exhaust. The ignite.
Yeah, I was about to get to that then. Kasi Mundo has insane amounts of region with his ultimate. Tapos dagdagan mo pa ng, I think it's Perseverance.
Yeah.
Dun sa Resolve Mastery Tree. Yung pag under certain amount of health, tataas na sobra yung kanyang
regeneration.
by 200%. That's a lot.
Yes,
Pag sinama pa sa kanyang ultimate.
na mukhang hanggang blue buff yung leash nitong Janna. So it's gonna be more experience early on. I guess the two supports are doing the same thing here for the Sejuani. Sejuani talaga, early game clear is the problem for her.
Yes, exactly. And it looks like medyo naramdaman nila as that was the correct way that For the Hordes did it. But the problem now is medyo 2v1 situation si Hype, but he will get the XP advantage when his support does return. So magiging level 2 na siya bago mag-level 2 pa si Gen V and Cannon, and that might allow him to harass out his opponents as, again, Misfortune is the lane bully that we have known to come and love this 5.23, and medyo na-dodge ng Vayne doon yung
Nice
double
one.
up.
Oh, ang ganda.
That was pretty sexy right there.
Yeah, and I'd like to ask Asurai, di ba jungler main ka?
Yeah, try to.
Try to. Wow. Humble na sagot.
Yeah.
Kasi may mga nagko-complain na parang mas malambot na ngayon yung mga junglers compared to before nung binago na yung mga masters.
Yeah, I think I will agree with that. Kasi ang ginagawa ko na lang ngayon is I just go for the junglers who can kite the camps or who can regen fast, like we have here, which is the Zac. It's gonna be a gank in the top lane. There's the Lax's slingshot, will not connect. Rengod still has his teleport. He's taking so much damage from the cleaver. There's the Grasp of the Undying, and first blood will be given to AX Tam. Didn't even use his flash.
Grabe. That gank, no? There's no vision whatsoever. Although, kita naman natin yung vision meron sa river side, no?
Yes.
Of the for the Horde. But looks like hindi naspatan. And you're right, he held on to that flash. Didn't bother, no? To use the flash to escape.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Medyo natakot na siya kasi baka pag nag-flash pa siya, mamatay din siya. So, it would be just, beneficial na lang na gamitin na sa susunod na lang na mag-gank siya. But while that is happening, Tam and Maximilian will be able to bully out Playa in his jungle, get that blue buff, and just stop the Sejuani from even approaching level 6
Exactly,
in
no?
an earlier set of time.
This is exactly what's scary about the Sejuani. The early game clear is just
abysmal.
terrible
Exactly.
for her. So they know that that's the advantage that they can get. Oh,
Nice hook onto Cannon. There'll be a double up. And the love taps just damaging the ADR and support of Note to Pork Barrel. But there's a nice amount of damage put back onto Hype, though he hasn't used his potion just yet. Alright, CS advantage. We do see that there is a huge CS advantage in the mid lane, 12, but as that wave crashes into the side of Saint Tilia, he'll be able to stabilize it. But it looks like Gen V is actually pushing out Misfortune here.
yeah, that's true. I'm actually surprised. I guess it's what you get from a Janna. If ever magkaroon ng double up naman, there's the shield there. Even though we have no mana pots na, rip, rest in peace, yeah. So, the mana regeneration for the supports is there to compensate. And yeah, nakakahabol. Actually, mas mataas pa nga CS nitong ni Gen V. Parang no problem. Pinapakita sa atin na parang, MF, okay lang ako. I'll be fine. As long as I'll rack up my items later. Mamaya na yung bakbakan. Mamaya na yung action star na ipapakita ko when I reach probably the item spikes that I need. So meanwhile though, here in the mid lane, medyo quiet. It isn't actually the kill lane that we were expecting.
Lots of damage already onto Saint Tilia. The Glitterlance is just blinding this Anivia. There's gonna be that mage onto Jen and misses. That flame also misses the there's a triple knockup coming out of top, but that Condemn will not stun the ADR. Oh, and Playa so low. There's a double flashing from Cannon as well as Playa, and Cannon almost dies to the turret. He will survive. All of them will actually survive. No one dies. And Tam is actually looking for more blood as he tries to go in for another elastic slingshot.
Oh my god!
Will not connect, or will not follow up rather.
Well, the thing is, meron pang egg itong si Anivia. He's gonna turn into an egg first. Maybe that's why Ignite isn't procced yet. He's gonna save it. Oh, they're going in actually!
There it goes. Elastic slingshot by Tam, but will not actually do anything. There's the hook actually coming out of Sugetsu. Will not get anyone, but medyo may pagka-greedy yung mga players ito. May flash in, may mag-flash out, may mag-elastic in, tapos tatakbo na lang pag mukhang kakaiba na ang mangyayaring outcome na hindi nila gusto.
Ayaw kasi nila masayang yung effort na ginawa nila sa lane.
Muhugot ka ba?
Ay, hindi ako. Ay, Diyos ko.
Ay, Diyos ko po, Lord. Diyos ko. Sorry.
Ayun, never mind. So, dito naman sa top lane, medyo even yung CS natin. The pressure is evenly applied by No to Pork Barrel here by the Zac. Good rotation so far. Although nagkaroon sila ng mistake, they sacrificed too much without getting a kill. The flash from the Janna was pretty much uncalled for. Siguro late lang, gusto niya lang one auto attack. But I think it wouldn't be enough unless shinield niya yung sarili niya. Kasi umiinom ng pot si Thresh. So I believe it wasn't going to be... Oh, hold that thought. There's
gonna be a gang in the top as the Arctic Assault doesn't hit, but there we go. The Crescendo Blades will be able to finish off the Mundo in the top lane as there we go. Rengod giving himself quite a bit of an advantage. Nicely done by him.
Grabe. So, 1-for-1 here in the top lane. The gank is even now. And...
Yan ang sinasabi natin.
Oh!
Tumama yung double up. Ano ba kasakit talaga ang masakit?
What are you talking? Yeah, masakit nga siya sobra. So right now, medyo they know the damage is there na for MF. Meron siyang BF sword, alam niya na mas lamang talaga siya damage at this point. I mean, early game Vayne, mahina na nga. And of course, level 6 pa to si Hype. And right now, there's something.
Zac will actually not connect with the knockup. Nicely done. Hook connects. There is the MF ultimate. And Genbi will be cascaded by bullets as the teleport from Rengod will actually follow through. Get a kill in bottom lane, but might translate into the first
level 6
of the game.
siya.
Glacial Prison will not connect. What was that? But the man advantage is still in favor of ForTheHorde. Nicely done again by the Thresh support of ForTheHorde. Gets to connect onto the Lulu, but Lulu is just too big, too HP heavy right now. Hype doesn't have his mana anymore to get any double up out there into the wild. And it looks like FTH will just back off. Genbi is now back. Here's he actually came in from the top lane.
Oh, ganda ng stun!
A lot of damage. There's the stun though, but Tam here will just slingshot again. It's free. He doesn't have mana for it, just the HP.
So many engages, but nothing really happens because ang hirap habulin. It's either they lack damage, they don't have mana anymore. All these sustained fights, but nothing really to back it up and to continue on. And right now, because of MF leaving the lane slightly, kasi naghahabol siya ng kill dun sa Riverside when the Lulu got hooked. Even though the Glacial Prison missed, nag-miss. I think Lulu could have still lived despite the Glacial Prison connecting kasi medyo they lack damage, walang mana yung mga tao. But then, because of that, medyo nauna na ng CS yung Vayne. She went back to lane while everybody was busy around the Riverside.
Yes, and medyo may pagka-sloppy yung execution na ginawa dun ng ForTheHorde. They could have actually just forced the dragon. They had the man advantage, and they did it. It would have been an easy, let's say, damage boost. Meron nang kill si Irelia sa top lane, so she'll be able to bully out a little bit. But there we go. Ultimate comes out of Genbi. He wants to get onto Sugetsu. Hype can't do anything to protect his support because, well, his support needs to protect his ER, but can't do that the other way around. Okay.
Yeah, nakakatakot mag-all-in sa support. Baka mamaya, Thresh still had Flash, Thresh still had the Exhaust. Baka ma-outplay ka lang, concentrating too much on that one. And meanwhile, wala pa yung mga ultimates yung mga support natin. So later on, we'll probably see that Dragon still not being taken. Even Rift Herald, we're 11 minutes in. Although the gold lead is obviously onto the no to Pork Barrel side.
Yeah, that's
and
just
TPB.
this is coming from the first blood going into the hands of the tank, and then the CS advantage that these lanes have gotten. Because nasa mid lane, it's just the Lulu being that much of a bully against Olivia, but it looks like Playa wants to go in. Medyo nagatingle yung Spider Sense ni calculated here. He knows that something's up. He's gonna try to ward it. Oh no, he gets caught out. 3 people in the mid lane. There's all the slows that you need, baby. And Saint Tilia will get the kill onto the Lulu. Will that translate into the mid tier 1 or
the
even Dragon? We'll see.
Yeah, let's see what kind of rotations they have to take advantage of this now. Oh, look at that. There's a duel in the bot lane, even in the top lane.
Yes, and we looked at Hype taking quite a bit of damage. Yung nasasabi natin, in the 1v1 situation, it is just the Vayne who can deal with the MF. MF is more of the team fight ADR, as for, Vayne, more of the 1v1s.
We
medyo.
Oh, pa. Yeah. Anyway, there was a thought I wanted to share. I'll find it later.
Yes, use your wisdom.
Oh, now I remember. My wisdom. I remember now. Do you usually put a skirmisher saber onto a Sejuani?
No, I would actually go in for the chilling smite.
Chilling smite,
The
yeah. For the
Star
slow.
Blade, yes.
Yeah, the stalker.
But I guess it's fine since into the fray na ang mangyayari kay Sejuani. She's gonna take a lot of damage output from the Vayne. Maybe she'll use that to mitigate the damage on Tai immediately, have more options. But in terms of the warding, you can only use the warding totem kasi hindi niya ginamit yung tracking knife, if I'm not mistaken.
Ah, yes.
The one that, pinalitan na, wala na kasing ang ngayon, di ba? Nabibiling vision ward. You can only depend on sight stone.
The sight stone,
or
their trinkets.
The trinkets, yes.
Yeah.
And some of the items that are sight stone will give you extra ward. Like I said, tracking knife.
Oh, speaking of vision, I'd like to commend No to Pork Barrel. Ganda ng dragon control nila dito. On the other hand, more on the defensive wards. Actually, less vision compared to No Pork Barrel itong For the Horde. And, yeah, wala pang gumagawa ng moves in terms of objectives. Everybody's just pretty much farming right now, and they're relying on the junglers to relieve pressure. Pero as you can see, Rengod seems to have the ability to duel with Maximilian.
Yes, he also has that corrupting potion, so he will be able to actually get a bit more damage onto the Mundo when he chugs in that. Because alam natin guys, may bonus damage ang bibigay ang item na ito. It's only for 500, but yung gamitin top line gusto nyo, and he's gonna go in with the help. There's the Glacial Prison, and Maximilian didn't know what hit him. He goes down. 4 kills already for the Horde.
For the Horde. There we go.
Natanda ko lang. For the Horde.
Yeah, for the Horde.
Sabihin ko sana, for the Horde.
for the Horde. Yeah, and right now, hindi pa natin, that triggers it. So, they know that Sejuani just came from the top lane. It immediately, sabi nga ni No to Pork Barrel, tara na guys, mag-dragon na tayo. It's a free dragon for themselves. So, 1 kill at the top in exchange for the dragon. I say that is a good decision from No to Pork Barrel.
Yeah, because there's may difficulty na. Nakikita ko ngayon ang No to Pork Barrel. Hindi sila makakuha ngayon ng mga engages na gusto nila. And ang FTH ang nakakuha ng engage na gusto nila. Looking into oh my god, that double up is so painful.
Nagpapabait na naman to si Gen V. Alam niya wala palang vision. Ito na, tatalo na. False alarm. Oh, hindi!
There's the last slingshot. There's Ensugetsu will actually use his flash. He will survive. Knockup does connect onto him, but here's the teleport from the two top players. Rengod will be stopped by that. But soon, and Maximilian, are you gonna get caught again, my friend? Oh no, you are! There's the Arctic Assault, there's the slow. He will flash away, but he will not survive as Rengod goes into a killing spree. There's the Howling Gale, stops the 2 members of FTH, but I think bot tier 1 will go down. Gen V is pretty low, and No to Pork Barrel can't say no to defending his bottom lane. Right, nice little land there. Coming in from the Lulu. That was too much of what I said, as NTPB here wants to get engaged, gets the kill onto the MF. Medyo nagpipili doon ang FTH. It looks like Gen V having that shield wants to go in. Medyo
magkakaroon na ng Glacial Prison itong si Sejuani. Nagpapabait lang siya.
Go in, Arctic Assault, he takes the Silver Bolts in. There's the ultimate from the Anivia. No more mana. He will actually use the Dark Passage away. And Calculator will get the hit. Nicely hooked by Ensugetsu. But the turret will not help it kill it. And it looks like No to Pork Barrel will capitalize on the mistake of FTH being a bit too greedy there.
Sobrang messy nun. Like, I mean, I can imagine the comms going, ilang seconds na lang guys, may ult na ako, pwede pa natin to i-turn around, we can get more kills. But in the end, it was Empire X. Ito na naman ulit, yung overstaying. You were not supposed to overstay. Okay na sana yung 2 kills, panalo na dun yung For the Horde. But then, they wanted more, they stayed for a while. Pwede na sana umuwi tayo guys, pwede na.
And like I said, undeciding factor for NTPB was the Zac. Hindi nila alam kung saan siya makagaling because of the insane reach the last slingshot had. Though looking into it, Maximilian still not the frontliner that NTPB would have wanted because looking into it, mas mataas na nakita ko yung magic damage niya. The damage Cannon takes a bit of chunk there.
Sakit.
Looking into it again, Anivia is able to deal with Maximilian, lalo na pag if ever she goes in with the Liandry's Torment, that'll just shred the HP of that hero. But into the top lane then, meron ng Trinity Force, Aurelia. That's the damage spike that she wants.
Yeah.
And even though my Sunfire Cape dito si Maximilian, I think Aurelia can still duel well with that Mundo.
True damage, my friend.
Yeah.
That's the
Heaton style.
Heaton, yes.
Style.
Oh,
there
look at
is
that.
the flay, the hook, broken
Ay,
egg again, nicely done by Ensugetsu. This guy is on a roll, people, and Hype will be able to possibly push the bot tier 1. There's Playa using his, let's say, Oracle buff to be able to catch out that ward right there. Just trying to stave off the vision control that NTPB have been using all throughout as this game did start. Do you see the Eye of the Storm used by the Janna to mitigate some damage onto the bot tier 1? But look at Hype. He's just hyping up that bottom lane to go down. Still nothing from NTPB, but the Zac and the Lulu are now trying.
But it's
to
a thresh.
respond. Is he disconnected or something?
Oh!
Never mind.
Gusto niya sana
Yeah.
na i-deny yung Dark Passage by using the Monsoon. And I think ginamit niya yung Howling Gale. That's why he did not do that. Instead, yung Howling Gale Dark Passage cancel. But then,
Mali yung timing ni Cannon doon.
yeah, mali yung timing. Well, he tried. It's a tricky
It's the thought that
thing to do.
counts.
Yeah, it's a thought that counts. Aww.
Actually, no. Kasi pag sa ganitong klaseng laro, pag it's the thought that counts, sa hindi kinakakuha ng kilat na nawala yung bot tier 1 niya, medyo magagalit si boss.
Speaking
But there's
of a
another
kill.
engage onto the top lane. There's the Glacial President Maximilian. You're not tanky enough. You go down 0-4-1. CS advantage is into the side of the Mundo, but look at Rengod. He is just farming that top lane super well. 4-2-0 already.
Ito yung mahirap. Irelia is gonna be a very, very big problem for themselves. I mean, MF is problem enough!
There's engage on to Saintilia. Action left and right. He has doesn't have the egg
egg
right there.
passive.
He will go down, and 30k, rather 1k, almost 1k advantage here into the hands of FTH just because of that Irelia in the top lane.
Ito na naman si
Oh my god, the hook
Ensugetsu!
connects! There's the double up hook connect. There's the misfortune.
na-cancel
Actually
niya.
cancels because he did move, but Maximilian will respond with
na naman.
a teleport as Rengod in the
Ayan
backside
na,
will
ito
teleport
na yung
by
sinasabi
himself. He
natin.
has the flash. Can he go in? Too much damage output from the Bane, and here comes the elastic slingshot from Tammy. He gets nothing actually. He will use the ultimate, and still no blood
my
has
God.
been shed there. Flash will come out of Maximilian, but Rengod is just using his dashes to get the kills. Will he get a double? Yes, he will. His Centillia. He wants their revenge onto Tam, and Tam is stopped by the ice wall. He will go down, proc that ultimate, baby. And yes, triple kill for the Irelia top lane. What is happening right now? It's just spiraling out of control for No to Pork Barrel.
Ayan guys, shout out nga pala sa mga taga Naga City yung For the Hordes. Grabe, that was a beautiful play though. Actually, Ensugetsu starting the fight, and I wanted to point out how Irelia will become a problem for the hyper carry. As I've said earlier, Vayne is such a ayun nga, Vayne is the only output of damage from No to Pork Barrel, and
Yes.
Irelia is the ultimate anti-AD carry, and it fits so well for the Hordes, and that's why this is gonna be a problem. Look at the kill distribution ng teams for the Horde version 2. Yung kills ay lahat na pupunta kay Irelia, and then it's alright naman for MF. She can damage perfectly well through the bullet time in the backline. But yeah, that's not my point right now. It's the Irelia. It's a scary, scary Irelia at this point of the game. 21 minutes in. Sobrang magiging problem to later on into the team fights. I mean, let's just say, even Lulu was present. Janna was present there earlier. It did not help at all because of the back and forth and the, alam mo yun, hindi nila kino-commit talaga yung fight. I mean, if you wanna go back, you go back. If you wanna fight, you go in. But then the hesitation is there, you can see it, and then For the Horde just took advantage of everything and they lost.
Yes, you know, as sabi ni Akali, hesitation is the seed of defeat, and that is proving right now for No to Pork Barrel. And it looks like ang item pass natin ngayon for Rengod will be the Sterak's gauge. Yes.
Yeah, Starek safe for the Irelia.
Yeah, we'll try to get that extra shield when she gets damaged too heavily, getting herself a bit more survivability in the clashes. And it looks like for Playa, he has the Locket of the Iron Solari. So ang damage output ngayon ng mid laner, ng Calculated, would have been the secondary damage dealer for the NTPB team, will get mitigated by this item. And he doesn't have any magic penetration. Meron pa lang siya ngayong Morellonomicon, which actually does help with the spamming of his skills and just a bit of ability power, but in terms of like having the damage output, not enough.
Pero I'd like to, congratulate no yung performance ni Ensing Getsu.
Ensugetsu.
Ensugetsu.
You have to add the Tarai factor to Getsu.
Tarai factor pala tawag doon. Ensugetsu.
Yeah.
I like to commend with the death sentences.
These
Hitting.
subs have been the reason why NTPB have been dying left and right, hence the death sentence.
Yeah, he's the one starting the fights. Meanwhile, there's no objectives to take except kills right now, which Red God is planning.
Calculated. Here comes Tom. He will use his ultimate, but Ren got a little bit too tanky there, taking a bit of damage. There's the shield that I said did help him mitigate some of it, but you see there already, malakas pa rin yung damage output ngayon ng NTPB. Wala kasi masyadong magic assist. Then, si Rengod, without the help of Leia, he does take a bit of damage, but looking into it then, kahit man nalulugi na NTPB, they still know how to control the vision. Look at that! The river into their own base. There is no way for the members of FTH to get these sneaky ranks in the jungle of NTPB. So we'll see what happens. They either have to force the lanes and force NTPB to answer to them, or get some objectives. Other objectives can be the Baron. Dragon's still not up, but Baron at this time right now is a little bit dangerous because Tom is there to engage in the Baron bit and medyo delicado daw. But Calculated here might get caught a little bit. Make It Rain slows down the Lulu, but it will not.
Yeah, she's wearing Merc Tread. She'll be fine.
Yeah. And she's actually using
Tenacity is present.
Yeah, and the upgrade. I think that's the one that boosts up your speed by 20, plus 20 ata.
Yeah.
Yes.
I believe that's the Alacrity.
Yeah, she's looking for the slippery Lulu.
Yep.
Yeah, naka naman siya eh. Naka pool party Lulu, so medyo
It's
basa.
a party.
Yeah, it's a party.
Anyway, though, right now we can
inside
see
jokes,
them. We can see them. What do you call this? Parang right now the teams are confused. Without objectives, parang they're trying to make off picks, which is more inclined dito sa for the Horde. They're the ones capable of making the picks for themselves with the Thresh, with the Irelia, and of the Anivia with the burst damage that they have. And 126 or more dragon control, wala pa masyadong vision except those two, except that one ward near that brush dun sa dragon pit. Pero right now, kulang pa yun. So, I'm guessing their rotations will probably be more on that bottom area, on that riverside. That's the next objective to take. They're all just shoving down their lanes right now.
Yes. And I think the problem right now for FTH is that medyo may pagka-irregular sila. Natatime perfectly na NTPB kung kailan sila papasok sa jungle without getting punished and then put the vision. And tingnan mo, kahit man na kini-clear out ng FTH to ngayon, naput na ng vision ng NTPB, so they know where the members of FTH are gonna push from. So medyo delikado. And right now, looks like Dragon is the name of the game, but
Scuttle control.
Scuttle control is pretty important. The boost of the movement speed as well as that vision is key to getting this Dragon into your own hands. And player here might get caught out. There's the elastic shot from Sam. Will not connect as all of their ultimates are ready and available for the clash. Medyo, nakakatakot to. 1k difference only. Whoever wins this clash, if ever they force it, can take the momentum of the game.
Let's see though kung anong gagawin. Is for the Horde gonna play offensive here and try to do a steal. Actually, Sejuani can Arctic Assault and then looks like they're aiming for a fight within this kind of position. Oh, Asurai, look at that. They're interrupting the dragon. They're doing the dragon dance right now. Oh, there's the hook again.
There's the hook onto Maximilian, but he is not taken down. Oh my god, a 3-man glacial prison! Ultimate from the Lulu will stop. They engage onto Genvi. Genvi gets the kill onto player, and he's just kiting for dear life. Shutdown onto Rengun. It looks like FDH might lose this clash. It's only Saint Tilia alive. He is full HP. But the cleaver, the slows, and oh my god, the follow-up from NTPB. But the flash will connect. Oh, he actually ice walls in the wrong time. Will not stop the flash of Maximilian. What just happened in that clash? NTPB just wrecked the face off for the Horde.
Well, what happened there is that everybody went for the fade. This is the concept of the Juggernaut. You bait them, you bait everybody to go into the vein, and then you cast the wild growth. It takes so much time to kill the vein and the positioning of Genvi, even though everybody was on their faces, even Misfortune, even Anivia, it wasn't enough. Everybody was there to keep their main damage output alive, and it was so difficult. They took too much time. Mundo and Lulu was able to do enough damage to kill them. So when Genvi falls, it was just the cleanup yung mangyayari for NTV.
And I have to say, nung pagka-wild growth ni Calculated, it actually knocked up Ren'God na hindi nag-connect yung Q niya.
Yeah.
And then he just got
condemned.
demolished.
Yeah, he got
demolished.
condemned din. No? Like, stay away from me. Ayoko sa'yo, Aurelia. Parang ganun.
Hindi tayo bagay. But yun na nga yung nangyari. And like I said, whoever wins that clash can can take the momentum of the game. And look at this. Nagkakaroon na ng items sa Genvi. His damage output as this game progresses, this is just gonna hurt
Naku,
so much.
Magra-rapid fire can. Oh, hold that thought.
There's the engage onto Cannon. He's gonna take the bullet time to the face. He will go down, and Genvi here might get taken out. He's trying to kite as much as he can. Nicely done by top. There's the ultimate that splits up the composition of FTH as Maximilian here does teleport into the fray. But Genvi might go down. Yes, he does. But Hype here is getting slapped around by the Zac. He will go down. And FTH again will only have Saint Tilia alive. He will not survive this, as it looks like the Glitter Lance will connect. Oh, that ball of ice will not get the kill onto Calculated. So
yeah. I'd like to point out though, the reason din bakit maganda yung skirmishers right now on the vein, as you said, that it gives you vision. Kahit na naka-stealth si Vayne, you can still see. So yung outplays of the time of reckoning ni Vayne is gonna be less effective because of the skirmisher saber.
Yes, and ang problem ngayon na nakikita ko, FTH may nakita silang target, magkakamit sila, eh pag may dumating na members na NTPB, magkakamit yung iba dun sa other members na yon.
Yeah, and walang nagpipil para sa MF. Supposedly, yung combo nila was to put in the wall, create this space for themselves, and attack and use the bullet time, and saka na sila magkaroon ng mga priorities. Yes, priority nyo si Gen V, but if you prioritize it too much, you are gonna suffer. Dalawang beses na ito nangyari from the Tash 2 team fights. They have been losing with the strategy that they have. At sabi mo nga, Asurai, they have been concentrating. They have, what you call this?
Been focusing too much.
Yeah. Ay, hindi. Parang, paiba-iba.
Yeah. They change targets pag may lumabas agad na kalaban na NTPB. Kaya may nakita kayo, pinafocus si Gen V, tapos biglang lumabas si Maximilian. May pupunta din kay Maximilian. And problem ngayon, sinabi mo na, walang peel si Hype.
So parang, ito yung nangyayari. Ren'God, tama nga, job niya. Face check tayo na, mga pre.
Alright, he's gonna go in onto Maximilian. Maximilian takes quite a bit of damage, but the shield from Calculated. There's another nice hook onto Cannon, but he does have the Monsoon still available. He can disengage for his team. Nicely done ice wall there. Maximilian will actually be the sacrifice here for NTPB, but it's so tanky right now that NTPB will re-engage, and here's Genvi. He's gonna come in. Nice hook. He might go down, but the Monsoon from Cannon will actually save him. Oh, Santila almost goes down, and Hype, he will just die to the dogs, as it's gonna be a 1-for-0 trade. But the Baron might be the next objective here from Node to Pork Barrel. What is happening right now for the Horde? It's just losing.
Yeah,
left and right.
Ang ganda pa naman ng Monsoon dun ni Cannon. It was healing up Gen V. And right now, even though sabihin natin, I was saying na scary yung Irelia, but then they pretty much lost the lead. It was really hard for the comp din.
How can Aurelia be scary if she is getting how do you say this? Stopped, peeled off.
Peeled off,
There you go,
yeah.
there you go. By all of the members of NTPB bago siya makapasok kay Vayne. And pag nakapasok siya kay Vayne, condemn na lang sa mukha and goodbye, hasta la vista baby na mangyayari sa'yo.
Yeah, at this point, they have lost 3 skirmishes so far. So, fighting them head on is gonna be pretty tough at this point. Lalo na, look at the Vayne with the static shift, that's rapid fire cannon pa siya. That
Yes.
combo is pretty deadly to me. And with Baron on their side, and then they're setting up for Dragon, they pretty much have the advantage ngayon sa game na to with a very relevant gold lead for themselves.
Unless, nakikita ko na lang dito, if Playa can do a 5-man glacial prison,
Tapos
Which-
paliguan sila ng bullet time.
yes, paliguan na sila lahat. Bullet time, ultimate ni Anivia,
Anivia.
Transcendent Blades, ni Irelia, all of that good jazz. Kung ma-connect ka ng for the Horde ito, there's a possibility that they can still get back from it. But without something like
Sobrang
that,
brave na,
sobrang
oh.
tangke ngayon ni Maximilian. Kanina medyo may pagka, ano pa siya, lambot. Ngayon, tingnan mo na, maskulado na si Mundo.
Oh,
He's
my
gonna
God.
go in on the Ensugetsu. Takes quite a bit of damage there as well. And look at this, Maximilian's passive is just giving him HP, even outside of his own
Whoa.
well.
Yeah, they're trying to shove them away para mag-recall.
Kahit man,
Insakto.
kahit man
Dragon.
15-16, 5k gold lead into the hands of NTPB.
Grabe. Earlier, it was for the Horde who was in the lead with the scary Irelia. Laging natatalo yung no to pork battle sa mga teamfights. But right now, 3 skirmishes have happened for the past 10 minutes, and then they keep winning this. They get the Baron, they get the objectives, and ang ganda ng rotations na ginagawa nila right now
Oh, cleaver to the face.
to the face. And right now, it's a tower, the second tier tower in the bottom lane being taken down. It's just so easy right now because kahit na kunwari makipaglaban yung what do you call this, for the Horde right now against them, it's gonna be pretty difficult kasi alam nila sa items pa lang, sa nangyayari kanina pa, talo sila unless they get an outplay, they get them pretty low agad. But the healing is just too much, and the power spike coming in from that Zeke's Herald with the Janna is just very difficult to deal with.
Exactly, and now is the point in time wherein 2 frontliners of NTPB is enough to actually stave off the carries of FTH. And kahit man makapasok si Playa, if he doesn't get, like what I've said before, yung napaka-optimistic na 5-man glacial prison, medyo delikado
Whoa.
sila. And there's the engage on the Centralia ultimate comes out of time. And
Ooh.
Centralia might actually survive this. Playa goes in with the glacial prison, but it will not do anything. There's just too much tankiness into the side of NTPB. There's another elastic slingshot and cleanup time on Isle FTH, as it looks like NTPB will just
Sunny
take
side up,
game
sunny side
1
down.
of this best of 3 series in the semifinals of the Mineski Pro Gaming League Season 7. What a first game we have just witnessed from the red team. That is again no to pork barrel.
So
Yes to
feels.
winning.
Oh my god, right now Rengad dies instantly there. And yeah, it's the game after 35 minutes and 15-20. Score on the board, well executed by the Protect the Vein composition by the No to Pork Barrel. So yes, congratulations to both of the 2 No to Pork Barrel.
What a performance! Grabe! Akala ko talaga